All right, everybody. Thank you very much for your patience, and we're going to start. I am going to share the screen right now. And we are starting with Unit 2B, which is about changing lives. This is a very interesting unit because it talks about people who are there to help other people in whatever they can. So in order to start this activity, we are going to look at the photos we have here. And I would like you to tell me where you think the photos were taken and what you can see in each photo. All right, so here's the pictures. Where do you think these pictures were taken?
Maybe Africa or IT.
Maybe Africa or IT. What makes you think it's Africa or IT?
Because of the color and the environment where they are.
The
The
environment where they
picture,
are.
uh-huh.
Does it look to you like maybe a poor place?
I'm sorry, what?
Does it look like a poor place?
No, it doesn't. But it's like, I don't know how to say this.
What?
Like a fundación.
Okay, like a charity. That's how you say this in
Yes.
English, charity.
Yeah, it sounds bad, but yeah, we can say it like that.
Okay, why do you feel it sounds bad? There's nothing wrong about it.
Yeah, I know.
All right, thank you very much. Yes, indeed, this is Africa. But we are going to learn more about that through the listening assignment that we're gonna do later on. Now, let's start describing the pictures. On the first picture, on the upper corner, on the left, what do you see? Anyone? The one with the vehicle. How can you describe this picture? Hello? I shouldn't be the only one talking. I'm asking a simple question. Describe the picture. This picture. What can you see here?
This photo, I have the truck.
Uh-huh. And the truck is going through the city, maybe?
It's possible, yeah.
Do you think that's a city?
Uh, or community, the people,
Uh-huh.
yeah, because the people, people, how you say, recibir?
People receive.
People receive the truck in the community.
All right. All right. That's a very good description. Thank you very much. Let's talk about the second picture. Let me see. People are excited. Yes, thank you, Sebastian. People are excited about the arrival of not the foundation, the charity or the organization. Yes. So we have these people in the ones that are especially excited are the children, right? On the other picture, we can see a bunch of children celebrating something, right? What do you think is the building behind them? What do you think this is?
A school.
Oh, it might be a school, right? Usually we relate these places and these charities with either healthcare or education, and it's probably education in this case. What do you think is this picture below? What are we looking at?
como before the school.
The school, how the school was
Mm.
before, right?
Yes.
So maybe this is like the before and after. After what? That's something that we are going to learn right now. All right, and over here, we have in the middle picture, we have a lady. Who do you think is this lady holding the child?
Is possible the song who is part of the foundation, maybe?
Okay, it's a child who is part of the foundation,
Yeah.
but okay, so you're talking about the other picture, the son. But I'm asking you for the woman, this woman in the middle. Who do you think she is?
He says happiness. No tan feliz.
Okay, she's happiness. I mean, she's happy. Definitely she's happy. But my question is, who is she? Who do you think she is?
Maybe a volunteer that contributes to the
Okay.
charity.
Yes, very nice. Maybe she's a volunteer, right? Maybe she's a volunteer, and that makes sense because she is holding one of the children. Now, if it's a school, maybe as a volunteer, she's working as a teacher, maybe. Or very good, Sebastian, maybe she's the founder of the organization. Maybe she is. All right. So let's learn a little bit more about this lady. All right, you're going to listen to an interview with Jane talking about a trip she made in 2008. All right?
1.45. Part 1.
Jane, you're a primary school teacher and a writer. What kind of books do you write?
Well, I write books for children who are learning English as a foreign language.
How long have you been a writer?
Let me see, since 1990. So for about 22 years.
Tell us about the trip that changed your life. Where were you going?
Well, it was in the summer of 2008, and my family, my husband and I and our 3 children, decided to have a holiday of a lifetime and to go to Africa. We went to Uganda and Rwanda to see the mountain gorillas. It was something we'd always wanted to do. Anyway, about halfway through the trip, we were in Uganda and we were traveling in a lorry when the lorry broke down. So the driver had to find a mechanic to come and help fix it.
And then what happened?
Well, as soon as we stopped, lots of children appeared and surrounded us. I could see some long buildings quite near, so I asked the children what they were, and they said in English, "That's our school." And I was very curious to see what a Ugandan school was like, so I asked them to show it to me.
What was it like?
I was shocked when I first saw it. The walls were falling down, the blackboards were broken, and there weren't many desks. But the children were so friendly, and I asked them if they would like to learn a song in English. They said yes, and I started teaching them some songs, like Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes, a song I've used all over the world to teach children parts of the body. Almost immediately, the classroom filled up with children of all ages, and they all wanted to learn. I was just amazed by how quickly they learned the song.
Did you meet the teachers?
Yes, we did, and the headmaster too. He explained that the school was called St. Joseph's, and it was a community school for orphans, very poor children and refugees. I asked him what the school needed. I thought that he might say, "We need books or paper," and then later we could send them to him. But actually, he said, "What we need is a new school." And I thought, yes, of course, he's right. These children deserve to have better conditions than this to learn in. So when I got back home, my husband and I, and other people who were with us on the trip, decided to set up an organization to get money to build a new school.
All right. So that was the first part. We know that she was on vacation first, and then she liked the place and she helped some people, right? Apparently. But something happened. What exactly happened? Where did she go, first of all? Can we confirm the place? Where did she go?
She go to Uganda.
To Uganda. Very nice, Letty. And what did she decide to do after the trip? She was on vacation first. And then what happened? Anybody can answer. Nobody, seriously. Yes, the main objective was to build a school. All right, that's part of her decision. Very good, Sebastian. Thank you very much for participating. I'm really expecting better interaction, but well, this is what we have. I'm gonna play the audio track again. Please make sure you find the answers for these questions, like what was her normal job, what the headmaster asked for her, and you have a bunch of options here. So we're gonna work on this right now, all right?
1.45. Part 1.
Jane, you're a primary school teacher and a writer. What kind of books do you write?
Well, I write books for children who are learning English as a foreign language.
How long have you been a writer?
Let me see, since 1990. So for about 22 years.
Tell us about the trip that changed your life. Where were you going?
Well, it was in the summer of 2008, and my family, my husband and I and our 3 children, decided to have a holiday of a lifetime and to go to Africa. We went to Uganda and Rwanda to see the mountain gorillas. It was something we'd always wanted to do. Anyway, about halfway through the trip, we were in Uganda and we were traveling in a lorry when the lorry broke down. So the driver had to find a mechanic to come and help fix it.
And then what happened?
Well, as soon as we stopped, lots of children appeared and surrounded us. I could see some long buildings quite near, so I asked the children what they were, and they said in English, "That's our school." And I was very curious to see what a Ugandan school was like. So I asked them to show it to me.
What was it like?
I was shocked when I first saw it. The walls were falling down, the blackboards were broken, and there weren't many desks. But the children were so friendly, and I asked them if they would like to learn a song in English. They said yes, And I started teaching them some songs like Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes, a song I've used all over the world to teach children parts of the body. Almost immediately, the classroom filled up with children of all ages, and they all wanted to learn. I was just amazed by how quickly they learned the song.
Did you meet the teachers?
Yes, we did, and the headmaster too. He explained that the school was called St. Joseph's, and it was a community school for orphans, very poor children and refugees. I asked him what the school needed. I thought that he might say, we need books or paper, and then later we could send them to him. But actually, he said, what we need is a new school. And I thought, yes, of course, he's right. These children deserve to have better conditions than this to learn in. So when I got back home, my husband and I, and other people who were with us on the trip, decided to set up an organization to get money to build a new school.
All right. What was her normal job?
She's a primary school teacher and a writer.
Primary school teacher and a writer. Thank you. What the headmaster asked for her?
The headmaster told them about the school.
Yes. Told them about the school, St. Joseph's, a school for poor children, orphans, and refugees. What happened when the lorry broke down? The lorry is like the truck, el bus, the lorry.
The first ocean, the children were very friendly.
I think it is lots of children appeared. They wanted to show Jane the school.
Yes, before the school, before singing, Mr. Giovanni, she has to meet the children, right? So lots of children appeared when the lorry broke down. The holiday to Uganda. What about the holiday to Uganda?
She went to Uganda in 2008 with her family to see the gorillas.
To see the gorillas. That was the point of the trip. That was the objective. Now, the children. What about the children?
It was very bad condition.
We're
The
very
children was
friendly.
in very bad condition. I think this is not the people, this is a place. So let's try another one.
The children were very friendly.
They were very friendly and they wanted to learn how to sing the song. The head, shoulders, knees, and toes. What's the condition of the school?
It was in a very bad condition.
It was in a very bad condition. All right. Check the answers. Very good. All right. So now you know the answers. That was the first part. Now we understand that this lady traveled with her family, but the lorry broke down. Remember, lorry is like the truck, the bus. She was on the lorry when it broke down, and then a bunch of children appeared and they wanted to show them the school, and the school was in terrible conditions. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened first. So now we understand what she was doing there, but we still don't know what the charity is about, what they did after. All right, so this is what we are going to learn right now. All right. So now we are going to complete the information with what we listened to in the audio track. Pay attention because this is part 2.
1.46. Part 2.
So, Adelante Africa was born. Why did you decide to call it that?
Well, we wanted a name that gave the idea of Africa moving forward. And my husband is Spanish, and he suggested Adelante Africa because in Spanish, adelante means go forward. And Adelante Africa sort of sounded better than go forward Africa.
How long did it take to raise the money for the new school?
Amazingly enough, not long really, only about 2 years. The school opened on the 14th of March 2010 with 75 children. Today it has nearly 500 children.
That's great. I understand that since the new school opened, you've been working on other projects for these children.
Yes. When we opened the school, we realised that although the children now had a beautiful new school, they couldn't really make much progress because they were suffering from malnutrition, malaria, things like that. So we've been working to improve their diet and health. And at the moment, we're building a house where children who don't have families can live.
And are your children involved in Adelante Africa too?
Yes, absolutely. They all go out to Uganda at least once a year. My daughter Tessie runs the Facebook page, and my other daughter Anna runs a project to help children to go to secondary school. And Georgie, my son, organises a football tournament there every year.
And how do you think you have most changed the children's lives?
I think the school has changed the children's lives because it has given them hope. People from outside came and listened to them and cared about them. But it's not only the children whose lives have changed. Adelante Africa has also changed me and my family. We've been very lucky in life. I feel that life has given me a lot. Now I want to give something back. But it's not all giving. I feel that I get more from them than I give. I love being there. I love their smiles and how they have such a strong sense of community. And I love feeling that my family and the other members of Adelante Africa are accepted as part of that community.
And do you have a website?
Yes, we do. It's www.adelanteafrica.com. We've had the website for about 4 years. It was one of the first things we set up. If you'd like to find out more about Adelante Africa, please go there and have a look. There are lots of photos and even a video my son took of me teaching the children to sing on that very first day. Maybe it will change your life too. Who knows?
All right, so it's not just one person who did all of this charity work. It was the whole family. So even the husband, the children, they all worked together to put this project to work. So let's identify the answer for this. Who chose the name Adelante Africa, which means go forward Africa in Spanish? Who chose the name? Anyone?
Jane's husband.
Jane's husband. Okay, thank you. The new school opened in, when did it open? Sebastian
2010.
says 2010. You have 2 years here, 2010 and 2012. Are you sure it's 2010? Number 3. Today, the school has how many children?
500.
500.
500 children. Adelante Africa has also been trying to improve the children's
Diet and health.
Diet and health. It's not just about education. They are also feeding the children properly. Number 5, they are building a home for the
Hope.
hope.
Children we don't have families.
Children who do not have families. Yes, that's what they are building a home for. For the children who don't have families. Number 6, all of Jane's children have been helping in Uganda.
3.
All three. All three. Jane says the school has changed children's lives because it has given them
Hope.
hope. Okay, that makes sense. It's giving them hope. Jane thinks that she gives more than she
Give.
gives more than she gives.
Gets.
Gets. Does that make sense? I would think it's the opposite. Jane thinks that she gets more than she gives. But, well, never mind. Maybe it's a typo, a type error. Finally, 9, the website has a video. Jane's who took a video of her teaching the children? Who took the video? Anyone? Who took the video? Remember, Jane is together with the family, so there must be someone in the family, right?
Daughter.
Her daughter.
Daughter. Sí, yes.
I thought it was
Son.
his son. Wilson?
Is the son.
Some. They were asking video sharing song.
It's the son. Okay, let's put the son then.
Mister, en la number 8 no es give, como que da.
Oh, gifts is here. So this is the mistake. It's a typo. That makes sense. Jane thinks that she gets more than she gives. Sorry for the type error. So it's gives. She gets more than she gives. Recibe más de lo que da. That makes sense. But this is a mistake then. All right. Let's see. Thank you very much, Luis Nieto. That was a good call. So this is what happened, right? This is a mistake. Aquí no debería decir gives, debería decir gets. Jane thinks that she gets more than she gives. That makes sense. All right, very good. Very good. So this is the story about Jane and her family who went to Africa, and then they started this organization called Adelante Africa, right? And with that, they have been helping many children. All right, let's continue. We're going to work on this grammar activity, which is also using the present perfect that we learned yesterday. All right, but now we are going to combine present perfect with time. All right. So how long has Jane been a writer? How long has Jenny been a writer?
For about 22 years.
For about 22 years. How long has Adelante Africa had a website?
For 4 years.
For 4 years. And how long has she been working for Adelante Africa?
Since 2008.
Okay, but it's not science, it's since.
Okay, sorry.
Since. All right.
Thanks.
So, let me see. Very good. All right. So there are two things that we need to consider here. The topic is about here. It's the grammar which is going to use the present perfect with the word for or the word since, which is time related. So when you use the word since, you have to say the starting year or the starting time. If you use the word for, you talk about the duration of this activity. All right, it's different. Since, you tell me the starting point. For, you tell me the duration. All right. All right. Now that you know this rule, I would like you to work by yourself on this easy activity. All right, so I'm going to give you around 5 minutes to finish this activity. You just have to drag the answer to the corresponding box. All right, please get started with this. Okay, guys, I believe we can check the activity. Let's see how well you did. Ooh. What happened here? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mr. Giovanni, just in case, you are allowed to do a second attempt so that you can improve your first grade. Oh, you did. You did already. I didn't notice. Claudia Mendoza. No hay nada que hacer.
Teacher, my
Yes.
computer, yo uso mi celular ahorita porque mi computadora se acabó de dañar.
Ajá.
Estoy intentando entrar a la plataforma de mi celular porque no recuerdo la contraseña que había puesto.
Oh, too bad. But you
Sí,
can put forget password.
sí, pero ahorita lo voy a hacer. O sea, es que mi computadora se dañó porque en una esquina se me alzó. Entonces creo que se me dañó ay, ¿cómo se llama? La pantalla, el,
Display.
el display, sí. Entonces, recién ahorita como que voy a usar mi celular y me olvidé la contraseña, pero ahorita la voy a recuperar para ver.
Okay. Sebastián?
Mister,
Yes.
uh, so, um, can you show me, please, where's the activity?
Yes.
1B.
Yes, of course. Let me show you. You enter the course, right? 5A.
Yes.
And in the course,
Mm-hmm.
let me do something. Estoy en modo edición para que pueda ver bien. Okay, so you have the tiles. The tiles are the squares. So right now we're working on unit 2B. In unit 2B, you will find the activity, the listening that we did, the grammar that we did, and the grammar that we're doing now.
Okay, grammar. Okay. Okay, in this moment, I uh, work in the activity. Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome.
Mister, hello, mister.
Hello, Luis. How are you?
I don't know electricity in house.
There was no electricity. Electricity.
Okay, mister.
Okay, Luis, thank you for letting me know. Sebastian, what is your question?
No question, mister. I, in this moment, finished the activity.
Great, thank you very much. What was your score?
Uh, it's the correct word, but in the questionnaire, um, no- how do you say, sale incorrecto?
Oh, the questionnaire is incorrect. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but I write the correct answer. But I don't know if the correct, the questionnaire incorrect.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Well, you can check your responses, Sebastian, and you can do it again. You have 2 attempts, so you can have a better score.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so the first question is, do you think that families should have a meal together every day? Well, in my case, in my family, we are so lovely. So we really love sharing time together and having meal. But I think that if my mom, my brother, or my dad want to hang out with their friends, that's fine. Like
All right, guys. So before we continue with the next topics in Moodle, I would like to share with you an activity that I've created for another speaking practice. All right, but this time you're going to record yourself. I'm talking about the Flipgrid activity you can see on the screen. I'm copying the link and pasting it in the chat. All right, there it is. Please let me know if you don't have access to Flipgrid for any reason. This is the platform that we use to record videos and work on the speaking activities. I don't know if I have everyone here. So if there's any reason you're not here, please make sure you are part of it. Also, the first activity we did was mood food. We have 17 responses, but not everyone is here. So maybe Sebastián, I don't see your name here. So Sebastián, have you used this platform before?
No, Mr. The first time I see.
Yeah, but
Like,
you are part of the class. You see, you're here.
yeah,
You
yes,
see, right?
I can see.
Okay, so please enter the class. Make sure that you complete all the activities that we have done. We did one activity on January 18, and we did another one last week about money. All right. I don't see your name. Oh, no. Yeah, so you talked about money, but the other activity you didn't do. So in the homepage of your course, 5A, you will find the 3 activities. So you're still missing the first one, mood food, but today we're working on the third one, which is family. All right, and you have to answer these questions. All right, this is the activity for everyone. I'm going to give you the chance to work on this activity, record yourself answering the questions, and then you post your video. Sebastián, do you have a question?
No, teacher, all clear, but 1 week ago, I work the activity that record video and answer 5 questions. Eran de preguntas sobre la crisis del país,
Yes.
con los comerciantes, eso sí lo realicé.
Yes, I remember that.
Okay.
The other activity that you're missing is another topic. It's related with food.
Okay, mister. Okay,
All right.
understand.
Teacher, I have a question. There's a word in question 5 that says elderly. I don't know if it's well pronounced.
Yes, elderly is an expression that we use to talk about old people.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Sebastian, you have a question?
Teacher,
Tell me.
no question, but I be honest, I'm in the classroom, computers, um, cousins computer.
You're
Is
using your cousin's
very,
computer.
yeah, it's very, very slow. I can try 20 minutes to release the activity, but I can't. Uh, too late, and I go home and record video. In this computer, I can't. I'm tired, but I can't.
I
don't.
understand. Give
It's
it some
very
time
slow.
because it
Very
usually
slow.
takes a while. I understand that. It takes a while, but give it some time. It's not the computer, it's usually the internet.
No. It's the computer is very old and slow. I can't. It's very slow. I can't.
All right, I understand. Is there any way you can upload the video with your phone?
Yeah. Yes. And in 10 p.m. I go to my home and this relates to the activity.
All right.
I'm home in my cousin, my uncle.
All right. All right,
Uncle
Sebastian.
house.
No problem.
I'm sorry. I'm be honest. I'm sorry. I'm
Don't
sorry.
worry, don't worry. I mean, 20 minutes, I think we will still be doing the feedback. So you can still upload on time.
Yeah, yes. I'm here for the class. Thank you.
Right. You're welcome. Guys, we already have 4 videos, one more, and we start the feedback. Please get ready.
Topic is family.
Question number 1. Yes.
All right, guys, we already have the 5 videos, so we're gonna start doing the feedback. I'm gonna play the videos one by one and give you the corresponding comment. We're gonna start with Wilson.
Hi, number 1. Of course, it does because in the third, the union as family and communication more every day. Number 2, no. I agree that children go outside without parental permission. Number 3, there are various factors to consider to as the family's economic situation. And number 4, my children feel as if their parents don't trust them. Number 5, of course, they should lie with their children until they are old. Thank you.
All right, Wilson, thank you very much for the effort. Please make sure we improve the pronunciation. All right, the pronunciation is very important to have a clear message. All right. Okay, let's continue.
Question number 1. Yes, I think having at least one meal every day with your family is a great opportunity to spend time together. Question number 2. Now, I think children should live.
Wait, I have to pause. I just noticed something. So by now you should have already finished recording your video. Why is the camera off? Should I take the attendance again? Attendance again. Denise Alvarado, María José Boto, Luis Cabello. Luis was here. Erika Cao. Marcela. Daniel Carrillo. Leti. Nobody's here.
Mister, estoy intentando grabar el video.
Okay, Luis Cabello. Please make a pause so we can take the attendance. Leti, absent. Jocelyn, not here. Javier. Javier Elguero. Claudia Mendoza. Pablo Mora.
Profesor,
Yes. Yes.
profesor,
Le escucho.
si me escucha, soy Leti.
Le escucho, Leti.
Teacher,
Yes, I hear you. What happened?
profe, yo sí tengo prendida mi cámara, pero por problemas de que no tengo luz se ve oscuro.
Me imagino. Okay, but I'm taking the attendance. Just stay present. It's not that difficult. Is Claudia
ya.
here? Pablo Mora? Luis Nieto?
Present.
Thank you. Giovanni? Giovanni's not here. Scarlett?
Teacher, disculpe, ¿me escucha?
Thank you. Wilson?
Present, teacher.
Hillary? Thank you. She's here.
I'm here, teacher.
Elisa?
Present.
Thank you. Milena?
Present.
Thank you. Sebastián?
Mister, here I am.
Yes, thank you. All right.
Excuse me, Mister.
Yes, Sebastián, tell me.
Leti Fiallos in the WhatsApp chat. She writes in the WhatsApp chat.
She wrote in the chat. Let me see. Profesor,
Yes.
tengo problemas por el internet. Oh, okay. All right. A ver, está lloviendo muy fuerte.
Yes, sí, en el centro se está cayendo el cielo ahorita.
En el centro se está cayendo el cielo y en el sur,
Ya mismo
Leti,
voy al sur a mi casa.
Sí, también, profesor, lo que pasa es que a cada rato se me sale, se me sale a cada rato el internet, el Zoom, todo. Incluso ni el video lo puedo subir por el internet que se va y se me desconecta.
entiendo.
Profesor, me pasa lo mismo, soy Pablo. Perdón si no le dije presente, solo que mi condición también está muy mal y no puedo ni
Comprendo, comprendo. Es que eso pasa cuando está lloviendo muy fuerte. La verdad es que
Sí,
no
A mí
tengo cómo
también.
saberlo porque no estoy, o sea, yo no vivo en este momento en el país, entonces no tengo ni idea de cómo está el clima. Pero
sí,
sí,
se me
comprendo.
desconecta cada rato y estaba grabando el flipper y no me carga y por eso si es que no le envío, es por eso.
Sí, me llama la atención porque siento que de todos modos la clase está mucho más demorada que de costumbre, ¿no? O sea, esto es algo un poco fuera de lo común y si es por la lluvia, bueno, pues hay que comprenderlo un poco.
Mister,
Dígame.
I hacks problems. Ay,
You have the light. Is that what you said?
también tengo el mismo problema con el internet.
You have the same problem. Okay. Milena,
Ajá,
is it
yes.
raining? Is it raining in your neighborhood?
A little bit,
A
not
little
that
bit.
hard, but yes.
Melissa, what about you?
Sí, un poco también, el internet no me carga el video.
Me imagino. Hillary,
The same.
same thing. Yes, so internet connection is not, it's not the best right now. I understand that. Okay. So what do we do? Should we leave the flip grid for later? I mean, we could do that. So I'm gonna make a shift. Dígame algo, ¿la lluvia sigue intensa o ya como que está bajando? Sebastián.
Eh, no, mister, incluso cuando yo salí del trabajo en lo que es vía doble, no sé si conozca, estaba full la lluvia. Incluso ahorita en el centro está lloviendo.
No conozco su trabajo, Sebastián.
Ah,
Entonces,
no, pero la vía doble, digo,
por
¿conoce vía
supuesto
doble?
que conozco la vía doble.
Estaba ahí torrencial y siempre hay full tráfico y ahorita en el centro también.
Comprendo.
Está torrencial ahorita.
Wow, ya me imagino. Ok. Claro, y es que también la inasistencia, y me falta la mitad del curso, y es que me han dicho por WhatsApp que no tienen luz. ¿Qué cosas? Ok,
Sí, mister, a mí también me pasó eso. O sea, fue la energía, por eso no me conecté la primera hora.
ok. Sí, sí, ha sido un día muy particular. Voy a dejarlo anotado aquí en la asistencia por si acaso, que no se me olvide. All right. All right. So simply, I'm gonna ask you to try and upload your videos in Flipgrid. All right, as soon as you can. And on the next half of the class, I am going to check the videos and give you the feedback. But hopefully, when people are back, right now, if it's raining too much, we're not really going to have a good session because of the people and because we cannot upload the video. Right now, who do I have here in the videos? I have Wilson, which I already checked. I have Luis, Milena, Hillary, Pablo. So we're still missing Melissa. She's having trouble with the connection. Scarlett. So yes, thank you. If you could upload the video, we're gonna start with yours, of course. The sooner that you put the video, you get the first chance. And all right. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna play the videos that we already have, and for the rest, we're gonna wait a minute. We're gonna wait a while until we get the video. So I was checking Luis Fernando, but the thing is, I don't think Luis Fernando. Oh, Luis is here. Yes. Okay. Ready for the feedback, Luis.
Question number 1. Yes, I think having at least one meal every day with your family is a great opportunity to spend time together. Question number 2. Now, I think children should live whenever they feel ready. Question number 3. No, but I think it's okay to ask them to help with some time in the house. Question number 4. Yes, it helps change kind now. Would your children are outside of the house? Question number 5. Yes, parents once took care of their children, so it's okay for them to be taken care of by their own children.
Okay, Luis, thank you very much for sharing your comments. Let's continue with the next participant.
Hi, my name is Pablo Mora.
Wait, Paulo was not next. Oh, yes, he was.
Hi, my name is Pablo Mora, and now I'm going to answer a list of questions. The first question says, do you think families should have a meal together every day? I think that yes, because that's a good moment to talk about the day. 2. Do you think children should leave home as soon as they can afford it? I think that no, because living with the family is good for everything. 3. Do you think parents should charge their children rent if they live at home and have a job? I think that no, but children can help with other bills of the house. 4. Do you think parents should be friends with their children on social networking sites? I think that depends of the relation between fathers and children. And finally, 5. Do you think elderly parents should live with their children when they are too old to live alone? I think that depends on the family.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Mr. Pablo. Spontaneous answers and to the point, which is important. Let's continue. Let's see another one.
Topic is family. The first question says, do you think families should have a meal together every day? I would say definitely, because this is a very warm moment where we get to spend with the families and we get to have some deep conversations. The second one says, do you think children should leave home as soon as they can afford it? I mean, I know that parents cannot obligate us, and I know that it depends on the kid, most of all. Because if you want to leave the house, because you want to be more independent, like, you can do it. You're free to go. Do you think parents should charge the children rent if they live at home and have a job? As I said before, it depends on the parents. It depends on the son or daughter. Like, if you want to contribute at home in the house, like, you can give some. But I don't consider that it's an obligation, you know, like, it has to come from the heart, want to help in the house, you know. The fourth question says, do you think parents should be friends with their children on social networking sites? Yeah, I mean, you get to know another side of your son, of your kid, your daughter, anything, whatever, because you get to see them in a social environment and you can get to see how they interact with other people. And the last one says, do you think elderly parents should live with their children when they are too old to live alone? Yes. I mean, if their son or daughter wants to help them, I would do it, definitely, because they helped me my entire life. Why I cannot do the same for them?
Excellent response. Thank you very much, Milena. Great answer. great set of answers. Let's see who else we have. Hillary.
Hi everyone,
Sorry, Hillary. I just want to check if you're the last one. Oh, yeah, we have Letty here.
Hi everyone, I'm Hillary and I answered the question about family. Number one, do you think families should eat together every day? If they live together, I think so. And number two, do you think children should leave home as soon as they can afford it? In my opinion, I don't think a child shouldn't yet, but an adult should. Three, do you think parents should charge their children rent if they live at home and have a job? I think it is not obligation, but if it's necessary, they can do it. Four, do you think parents should be friends with their children on a social network? In my opinion, yes, because there is nothing wrong with that. And five, do you think that elderly parents should live with their children when they are too old to live alone? I think yes, because you can help them in any emergency. Thank you.
Very nice, Hillary. Thank you for your response. We see you are Hillary Toledo. Okay, and finally we have Letty.
Answer 1. Yes, because it's important share moment together. Answer 2. No, because we are in a dangerous society. Answer 3. No, but they can help with the beer. Answer 4. Yes, because it's important take care of what our children share in social network. Answer 5. Yes, for can help and careful with them.
All right, Letty, that was a good try. Thank you very much. You're focusing a lot of pronunciation. We still have to improve it. Remember, you can sacrifice the pace or the speed in order to improve pronunciation. So, I mean, it's part of the process. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Let me see. We don't have anyone else. So I guess it's time for the break. Hopefully after the break, we improve the connection. All right. So I was delaying this. And after the break, you can also finish uploading your videos. We're still missing some people. So you may turn off the cameras and we come back in 15 minutes. Hello, hello, welcome back. Please turn on your cameras. Let's get ready for the second half of the class. Hopefully you all managed to upload the videos. We're gonna check that right away. Oh, great, we have more responses. Well, two more. By the way, if you are just connecting back, don't forget we are working on this. The last person I checked was Letty, so now it's Giovanni's turn, Melissa, Luis, and Marcela. Marcela, 1 second. That's not yours. 1 second is not enough. All right, and everyone else, I'm gonna need you to turn on the cameras.
Se subió mal. Déjeme eliminarlo y volverlo a subir.
Sure, Marcela, no problem. No problem. Okay. Okay, before we start again, I need to take the
Teacher, aquí sale que tiene 1 minuto.
yes.
¿Y por qué dice ahí solo segundos?
A ver, let
Solo...
me see. Oh, yes, 1 minute 21. Don't worry then. Maybe it's a mistake of the platform.
Okay.
Yes, yes, no problem. Everything is fine. All right, what was I saying? Attendance. Denise. María José. Luis Cabello. Eric Cacao. Marcela.
Present.
Good, thank you. Daniel. Leti.
Present.
Thank you.
Cabello present.
Cabello present. Okay. Jocelyn. Se fue Leti. Le quitamos la
Thank you, Mr.
asistencia. Claudia. No, Leti, la estoy molestando. Vaya nomás, haga lo que tenga que hacer. I'm sorry. Con la lluvia, la internet, la asistencia, me pongo gracioso. Pablo Mora. Pablo Mora, absent. Luis.
Present.
Present, mister. Okay. Luis Nieto.
Present, mister.
Very good. Giovanni Ortega. Giovanni. Absent. Scarlett.
Present.
Very good. Wilson.
Presentation.
Thank you, Wilson. Hilary Toledo.
Present.
Very good. Melissa Velasco.
Present.
Thank you. Milena.
I'm here, teacher, present.
Very good. Thank you. Sebastián.
Mister, here I am.
Very good. Thank you very much. Okay,
You're
guys.
welcome.
So we are going to check your videos once again. Let me see what we're doing. Yes, everything is correct. So I already checked Leti. Next person is Giovanni. But Giovanni is not here, right? Giovanni? I thought Giovanni was here. All right, I'm gonna leave Giovanni for later. Melissa, you're next.
Answer number 1. I think so, but on the other hand, sometimes not everyone can stay together. Answer number 2. I think they shouldn't go out alone without the company of an adult. Answer number 3. I would think so, but rather they should make them pay for the basic service. Answer number 4, yes, they should monitor what your child consumes on social networks. Answer number 5, yes, because that's where they need the most help because of their age.
All right, very good, Melissa. Thank you very much for your response. Let me put your grade here. Melissa Velasco. All right, next.
Hello, my name is Luis Cabello. Question 1, yes, because the child family. Question 2, yes, because this is horrible to be looking hot. Question 3, maybe. Question 4, maybe. Yes, maybe. Sí, yes, maybe. Question 5, I am no children to me family.
Mr. Luis, le voy a bajar puntos, pero por hacerme asustar.
Mister, es que I had internet problem.
Okay, but that was not internet problem. That was your phone vibrating and it fell, and it was a strong noise. Mr. Luis, we have a problem. Your responses are not enough. Answering questions with yes, no, maybe, that's not what I was expecting. I need you to speak. If you don't speak, this is not a speaking activity. All right, I'm gonna ask you to please do it again. All right, and avoid any noise. Do it again, please.
Okay, mister.
Okay.
Do you think families should have a meal together every day? I consider that there should be spaces where the family can share meals together in this case. 2. Do you think children should live at home as soon as they can afford it? Yes, but there should be limits. 3. Do you think parents should be charged their children rent if they live at home, have a job? I think they should not charge the rent, but the children can contribute at home. 4. Do you think parents should be friends with their children on social network sites? It is important for parents to have their children online. 5. Do you think elderly parents should live with their children when they are too old to live alone? Yes, so that they have a greater care.
All right, Marcela. I feel that there are some pauses that are not necessary. Let me try to find one to make a point.
5. Do you think elderly parents should live with their children when they are too old to live alone? Yes, so that they have a greater care.
Okay, I'm gonna stick with that last phrase. So that they have a greater care. Why are you pausing? I don't know if you feel it, but there's a pause.
Their children when they are too old to live alone. Yes, so that they have a greater care.
It's like this. So that they have a greater care. So it's not necessary. Let's try to do it more fluent. Can you open your microphone and repeat the phrase? So that they have a greater care.
¿Qué cosa? Otra vez, disculpe.
It's the same phrase you said, Marcela, but you said it like this. So that they have a greater care. I mean, with a strong pause, and it feels unnatural. So let's try to do it better. So that they have a greater care.
So that have a greater care.
Again.
So, ¿cómo?
I don't know. You were the one who said this. So that they have a greater care.
So that have a greater care.
Okay. You see the difference?
Yes, a greater care. So that they have a greater care.
You see? That feels not natural at all. So now that you said it with the microphone, it's better. All right,
Okay.
Marcela. It's just a little correction. Everything else is good. So thank you very much. Let's continue. Marcela was the last one. Giovanni, is Giovanni back? Giovanni, did you finish eating?
Yeah, miss.
Yes, that's good. Okay, so I was missing you.
Hi. The first question is do you think families should eat together every day? Well, My answer is I think they should share meals as long as they are available to do so. The second question is, do you think children should live, do you have house as soon as they can afford it? Well, it depends on each parent, on what is best for the children when living. The question is, do you think parents should share it when their children, if they live at home and have a job? Well, I'm not rating as such, but they're helping with the other responsibilities of the house. Well, for a question, do you think the parents should be friends with the children on the social networks? Yes. It will be the way since they should have the control over their children in the social network. The last question, do you think early parents should live in their children when they are too old to live alone? Well, I think is yes, it will be the best for all their parents to live with for the for their children and be helped with their needs. Thank you.
All right, Giovanni, thank you very much. Those were good responses. Giovanni Ortega. All right. All right. Do we have anyone else here? Let me see. Just in case, let me refresh. Marcela, Wilson. All right. That's pretty much it, apparently. So we're going to stop working on Flipgrid until some of you are able to upload the videos. I understand you were having trouble. So hopefully we can come back to the videos after you finish. I mean, after the rain is over, if it's ever over. All right, let's go back. Where is it? Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's in a different tab. All right, very good. We are going to check this reading and listening. All right, in your country. Oh, well, actually, this is an icebreaker question. In your country, are there charity events to raise money for a good cause? Have you ever taken part in one? What did you do? How much money did you raise? All right, this is an open question. I would like to hear at least 2 answers. Have you been part of a charity event? Anyone? Have you been part of a charity event? I don't think nobody has. Somebody must have participated in this. Anybody? Let me share something with you. I remember a friend of mine from the school, he was participating in this charity events and he was supposed to build houses. They built houses, obviously simple houses, for the most, well, for poor rural regions. All right. That's what they did. And they built houses for people. They would buy the materials, they will get together, and they will spend the whole day putting up the house for these people. So it was Very interesting. I never took part of that, but I knew it existed because of him. So, once again, have you participated in something similar? Or maybe you have been raising funds for other people? Maybe something you did in the school? Maybe something that you did in the university? Yes, Sebastian, thank you.
Yes, teacher. A few friends and me uh, assist to charity events, the blood donation for Cruz Roja.
You did a donation for the Red Cross.
No, Cruz Roja. So this correct word, Cruz Roja.
Okay, because it's a proper name.
Yeah, Cruz
Okay,
Roja.
so you did for the Cruz Roja, not for the Red Cross.
No, Cruz
All
Roja.
right.
Three friends and me to donate blood.
Okay.
Donate blood.
All right. All right. That's very good. Thank you for sharing. When did this happen, Sebastian? Was it something recent or was it many years ago?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes.
I don't hear you.
When did this happen? Was it something recent or did this happen many years ago?
Maybe February 3 or 4 months, maybe. Ago,
Oh,
3
3 or
months.
4 months ago.
Yeah, before 3 months ago, maybe 4.
Months ago. All right, that's good. Thank you for sharing, Sebastian. Does
You're welcome.
anyone else have a similar story? You raised money, you raised funds for a good cause? Anybody? Yes, no? Marcela, aquí en clase de inglés.
No sé si cuenta como charity.
Ajá. Can you say that in English?
Um, I don't know how to say it.
What? I don't
I
know if
partic
this is considered charity, but
um, I participate in a foundation.
ajá.
Ay, no sé cómo decir.
You can try.
One of my friends oh, have a foundation to no sabría cómo decir.
Okay, tell me in Spanish and I will tell you in English.
Me silencio. Tengo un amigo que tiene una fundación donde ayuda a personas de bajos recursos con comida y eso.
Okay, so you have a friend that has a charity in charge of feeding people that have low income. Is that too much? I have a friend who
I
has
have
a
a friend.
charity.
I have a friend who has a charity.
Charity. Charity es la palabra para fundación. Charity.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Where he delivers food.
Otra vez.
Where he delivers food.
Where he delivers food.
Yeah. He delivers food to whom?
No sé cómo decir personas de bajos recursos.
Personas de bajos recursos. Bajos recursos se dice low income. Low-income families or low-income people?
Low-income family.
Yes.
Go? Okay.
Low-income families.
Low-income families.
No, low income.
Low income.
Yes, income. That's correct. Low-income families.
Low-income families.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Marcela, thank you very much for sharing. So let's do this reading together. Okay, so let me see, Namibia. All right, let's do the reading together first. We're gonna start with, let me try, Melissa. Begin, please, the reading. TV presenters, Amazon.
TV presenters Amazon Helen Skelton hopes to become the first woman to kayak down the Amazon River. Helen Skelton is a 26 years old TV presenter of Blue Peter, presenter of Blue Peter, BBC program for young people. She has never been afraid of a challenge. Last year, she became the second woman to complete the 7 mile.
Yes.
Ultra marathon in Navia, running the three consecutive marathon in 23 hours and 5 minutes. But when Blue Peter decided
it's not 5 minutes, it's 50 minutes.
50 minutes. But when Blue Peter decided to do something to raise money for the charity Sport Relief, which sponsor projects in the UK and abroad, Skelton said that she wanted an even bigger
challenge.
So they suggest that she kayak 3,200 kilometers down the Amazon from Nauta in the Peru to Almerian in Brazil.
In Brazil.
Yeah, in Brazil.
All right. Thank you very much, Melissa.
Okay.
The final part, Wilson. This is a very
Teacher a very trick. There are rocks not only in rainforest and they rare, which is sometimes more time
40
with 40 kilometers wide and infrared. Each fire eating will take around
11
or 11 hours of the heart hospital.
All right, thank you. So as you can see, we can see that there's a woman who wants to travel down the Amazon River in kayak. You know, the Amazon River is the biggest river in this side of the world. I don't know if it's the biggest river in the world, but it's definitely long. So this is something that she wants to do. It's a kayak. She's 26 years old. And, well, I mean, she's trying to do some risky things. Okay? So now that you know this, what did Helen do last year for charity? What's the answer for number 1? You have the options here. What did Helen do last year?
She ran 3 consecutive marathons.
Yes, thank you. She ran 3 consecutive marathons. What is she hoping to do this year? Come on, you only have 3 options.
Question number 2, ¿verdad?
Yes.
To kayak 3,200 kilómetros.
3,200.
Kilómetros down the Amazon.
Okay, thank you. That's the new challenge. Number 3, what is dangerous about the trip?
The river is full crocodiles.
She will be a long way from civilization, so if something happens to her, it will take a long time. It will take a long time to fly her to a hospital. All right, and the last one, what experience does she have?
She has only
has
been
only
kayaking.
She has only kayaked
also
once.
for
That's the experience. All right. Very good comprehension. There you go. Keep track of the answers, please. All right. Let's continue. That was the first part. Now, let's see the second part. Read phone call 1 and complete with the correct word. Oh, look at this. Okay, so phone call 1, it says everything went wrong. Help me reading this, please. I'm gonna ask Miss Scarlett. You're next. Everything went wrong.
I only managed half a day on Wednesday. The first day and Thursday we start late. So I am already behind.
Behind.
Yes.
I'm already behind because she's late. All right, thank you, Scarlett. Let's continue. Sebastian.
I'm ready. Thursday we started. Sorry. I've been suffering from the head. No, hip.
Heat. Yes.
It absolutely. I went the wrong. And no, sorry. It absolutely hot.
It's absolutely hot.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Continue.
Continue, yes. And humidity.
Humidity is 100% at lunch time. I went the wrong way and I had to paddle against. Excuse me.
Paddle
against the current. I was option, please.
Yes, sorry. I was.
Okay. Lost.
I was lost. Okay. Thank you very much.
Because I went the wrong way. I suppose lost.
Yes, yes. I mean, if she went the wrong way, she could be lost, but she also had to paddle against the current. So that could also make her tired, and tired is exhausted.
Uh,
So we have to see. We have to see. There are two valid options here. The only thing that is suggesting me that is not lost is the exclamation mark. But once again, we have to see. I'm gonna keep your answer because I'm not sure, but any of both,
Mr.
yes?
Can you help me, please? What is the main paddle against the current?
Oh, I had to paddle. Remember, she's in the kayak. So in the kayak, she is moving the rows or paddle, right? It's whatever action you do in the kayak.
Okay.
Okay, so with the rows, I guess she's pushing the water. That's paddle, como remar.
Okay. Thank you. I
Right?
don't know.
Yeah, no, don't worry. Against the current, contracorriente. All right, so that's how I understand this. Finish reading, please, Giovanni. They ask me.
Sorry, what the part?
After number 3, they ask me.
They ask me, do you want to give up?
Give up. Very good.
But I said no because I be also been having a wonderful time. There are pink dolphins, pink, no great that come close to the boat. I think that if I came 100 kilometers a day, and then I can make it.
Very good. All right, so she's having trouble, definitely. We're gonna see what happens next. Yeah, all right. So we got two situations here. First, the answer here was exhausted, as I was saying before, right? You have the exclamation mark, and you also have a situation that is even more important than going the wrong way. I mean, she can't be lost because she knew she went the wrong way. So maybe she fixed it already. So we can understand that if she paddled against the current, she was definitely tired. And an exaggeration word for tired is exhausted. Now let's see what happened with number 2. Number 2, we're saying that she's suffering from the heat. So it is very hot. But when it's very hot, we use an expression, and the expression is boiling. Boiling means hirviendo. All right? You can see?
Yeah,
Good.
Mr.
So hot is correct, but boiling is the expression that we're looking for because we are exaggerating the words. All right, so now you know the answers. Please don't forget to keep track of the answers. We are going to end the activity. Yeah, we end this with a listening assignment. All right, we're going to listen to the rest of Helen's journey down the Amazon, and you will answer, did she manage to finish? Yes or no?
1.52. Phone call 4.
I haven't had any music for the last 3 days because my iPod broke, so paddling has been getting more boring. To pass the time, I count or I name countries in my head, and sometimes I just look up at the sky. Sometimes the sky is pink with clouds that look like cotton wool. Other times it's dark, like the smoke from a fire, and sometimes it's bright blue. The day that I reached the halfway point in my trip, the sky was bright blue. I'm superstitious, so I didn't celebrate. There's still a very long way to go.
Phone call 5.
This week, the mosquitoes have been driving me mad. They obviously think I'm easy food. They especially like my feet. I wake up in the night when they bite me, and I can't stop scratching my feet. But I'm feeling happier now than I've been feeling for weeks. I've seen a lot of amazing wildlife this week. One day, I found myself in the middle of a group of dolphins. There were about 6 pairs jumping out of the water. I've also seen enormous butterflies, iguanas, and vultures which fly above me in big groups. Yesterday, a fish jumped into my kayak. Maybe it means I'm going to be lucky. I am starting to feel a bit sad that this adventure is coming to an end.
And finally, on the news, BBC presenter Helen Skelton has successfully completed her 3,200-kilometre journey down the Amazon River in a kayak. She set off from Nauta in Peru 6 weeks ago on a journey which many people said would be impossible. But yesterday, she crossed the finish line at Almarim in Brazil to become the first woman to paddle down the Amazon. Here's Helen.
It's been hard, but I've had an amazing time. The only thing I've really missed is my dog, Barney. So, the first thing I'm going to do will be to pick him up and take him for a nice long walk.
Okay, so the question is simple. After you heard this phone calls and at the end, the report, did she manage to finish the challenge? Yes, no? Hello? Did she manage to finish? Yes or no?
For me, yes.
Yes, of course she did. Of course she did. All right. Thank you very much, Giovanni. All right. Now that you heard this, we're going to have to listen to this again. And I am going to stop after the end of every phone call so that you can answer the questions. Please pay attention. This is not really an activity in Moodle. This is just for the interaction of the class. We're checking your comprehension when it comes to listening. All right. Let's do it again.
1.52. Phone call 4.
I haven't had any music for the last 3 days because my iPod broke, so paddling has been getting more boring. To pass the time, I count or I name countries in my head, and sometimes I just look up at the sky. Sometimes the sky is pink with clouds that look like cotton wool. Other times it's dark, like the smoke from a fire, and sometimes it's bright blue. The day that I reached the halfway point in my trip, the sky was bright blue. I'm superstitious, so I didn't celebrate. There's still a very long way to go.
All right. So question 1, why hasn't she had any music for 3 days?
Yes, because her iPod broke.
Yes, because her iPod broke. So now that she didn't have any music, what does she do to pass the time? What does she do to spend the time? Anybody?
I'm not sure, but she saw the sky all the time.
Yes, she was staring at the sky all the time and she was counting things. Do you remember what she was counting?
No.
All right, let's repeat that part then.
And sometimes I just look up at the sky. Sometimes. So paddling has been getting more boring. To pass the time, I count or I name countries in my head, and sometimes I.
She counts or names
Countries.
countries. Yes, countries in her head, or she's simply looking at the sky. All right. And finally, why didn't she celebrate reaching the halfway point? Why didn't she celebrate?
Can you repeat the audio, please,
Yes, of
teacher?
course.
Just look up at the sky. Sometimes the sky is pink with clouds that look like cotton wool. Other times it's dark, like the smoke from a fire. And sometimes it's bright blue. The day that I reached the halfway point in my trip, the sky was bright blue. I'm superstitious, so I didn't celebrate. There's still a very long way to go.
Phone call 5.
Sorry. Okay, so she already mentioned this. Why didn't she celebrate?
Because she was superstitious.
Because she was superstitious. Very good. She didn't want to celebrate when she was just halfway there. It was still a long way to go. That's what she mentioned. All right, let's continue. Phone call 5.
Like the smoke from a fire. And sometimes it's bright blue. The day that I reached the halfway point in my trip, the sky was bright blue. I'm superstitious, so I didn't celebrate. There's still a very long way to go.
Phone call 5.
This week, the mosquitoes have been driving me mad. They obviously think I'm easy food. They especially like my feet. I wake up in the night when they bite me, and I can't stop scratching my feet. But I'm feeling happier now than I've been feeling for weeks. I've seen a lot of amazing wildlife this week. One day, I found myself in the middle of a group of dolphins. There were about 6 pairs jumping out of the water. I've also seen enormous butterflies, iguanas, and vultures which fly above me in big groups. Yesterday, a fish jumped into my kayak. Maybe it means I'm going to be lucky. I am starting to feel a bit sad that this adventure is coming to an end.
All right. What have been driving her mad this week?
Mosquito.
Yes. Very good, Letty. The mosquitoes. All right, the mosquitoes were biting her. So, of course, that was driving her mad. Now, an important question here. What is the meaning of mad? Does anyone know what mad is?
It's not
Angry?
like
Angry,
el sentido.
Mad
Mad?
es enojado.
Mad. Okay, very good. Marcela, mad es enojado.
teacher,
Okay. Yes, Sebastián?
what is the difference mad and angry?
Angry.
There is no
Uh,
difference. They are synonyms. All right. But I need to point out something important. Mad is the same as angry, but there is a second possibility. Right now, we're not saying that she was mad because she was angry. We're saying mad because she was crazy. The mosquitoes were driving her crazy. The word mad is also synonym for crazy. Me estaban volviendo loco. All right? Driving me mad, driving me crazy. I need to
Teacher,
remind you. Yes?
one question.
Question.
When I use the crazy or mad when sentence or moments in the life. You understand?
Yeah, I understand your question. So just in case, you normally use this expression when you are feeling like something is annoying you too much. All right, that's the intention. Now, when do you use mad or crazy? The answer is that they are both valid possibilities. The difference is not in the meaning or the intention. The difference is on the culture. Because remember that this English program is a British program. So mad comes more from the British side. If you say crazy, crazy comes from the American side. Does it make sense?
All right, teacher, I understand.
All
Thank
right,
you.
very good. No, you're welcome. Question 5. What wildlife has she seen? By the way, the word wildlife means wild animals. That's the wildlife that she's referring to.
Dolphins.
She said dolphins. What
Uh,
else?
iguana.
Iguana.
Butterfree.
Big butterflies. And one more. One more animal she saw. Hint. It was a bird. Do you remember? It was a bird. What kind of bird did she see? Right? I'm going to repeat this part so you can identify the bird.
In the middle of a group of dolphins. There were about 6 pairs jumping out of the water. I've also seen enormous butterflies, iguanas, and vultures which...
What did she see? Nobody?
A lot of butterflies.
Yeah, butterfly, big butterflies. But she mentions one more animal.
Seen enormous butterflies, iguanas, and vultures which...
Really? That's what she saw. Vulture. What animal is this?
The Spider-Man's enemy.
Aha, el buitre, the Spider-Man's enemy, the vulture. Okay, it's a bird. That's what she saw. So she's saying she saw big butterflies and iguanas and vultures, which, and she explains something else.
About 6 pairs jumping out of the flies, iguanas, and vultures which fly above me in big groups.
Which fly above me in big groups. So those are the wildlife that she saw. Now, the final question is, why is she starting to feel a bit sad? Why is she starting to feel a bit sad? Do you remember?
Yesterday, a fish jumped into my kayak. Maybe it means I'm going to be lucky. I am starting to feel a bit sad that this adventure is coming to an end.
For adventure.
Because the adventure is coming. Because the adventure is
Tragic.
the adventure is coming to an end. In other words, she is almost finished with the challenge. That's why she's feeling a bit sad, because the adventure is almost over. It's almost finished. All right? All right. Let's hear the final part, which includes the answer for questions 7, 8, 9, and 10.
And finally, on the news, BBC presenter Helen Skelton has successfully completed her 3,200-kilometre journey down the Amazon River in a kayak. She set off from Nauta in Peru 6 weeks ago on a journey which many people said would be impossible. But yesterday, she crossed the finish line at Almarim in Brazil to become the first woman to paddle down the Amazon. Here's Helen.
It's been hard, but I've had an amazing time. The only thing I've really missed is my dog, Barney. So, the first thing I'm going to do will be to pick him up and take him for a nice long walk.
Okay. How many kilometers did she do altogether?
200.
200. All right, and how long did the journey take?
Can you repeat?
Yes.
But I have answered the question 9. His
All
dog.
right, what's the answer for question 9?
His dog.
Do you remember the name of the dog?
I don't hear. I don't.
Okay, no problem. You
don't
didn't
hear.
get the name. You didn't catch the name.
I don't understand.
Yes,
the
no problem.
pronunciation.
I'm gonna repeat it. Do you know number 10?
No, no.
All right. So let's repeat this part.
She set off 3,000. And finally, on the news, BBC presenter Helen Skelton has successfully completed her 3,200-kilometre journey.
3,200. Not just 200. 3,200. 3,200. Right?
Down the Amazon River in a kayak. She set off from Nauta in Peru 6 weeks ago on a journey which many people said would be impossible.
How long did the journey take?
Six weeks.
6 weeks. Very good. Now, what did Helen miss? We know she missed the dog. What's the name of the dog?
But yesterday, she crossed the finish line at Almarim in Brazil to become the first woman to paddle down the Amazon. Here's Helen.
It's been hard, but I've had an amazing time. The only thing I've really missed is my dog, Barney. So...
What's the name of the dog?
Barney.
Barney. Very good. Her dog, Barney.
The first thing I'm going to do will be to pick him up and take him for a nice long walk.
What is she going to do?
Walk along. Walk.
Yes, take the dog. She says take him, which means take the dog Barney, to a long walk.
Ah, okay.
She's
With the
going to
dog.
walk the dog. Va a pasear al perro.
Okay.
All right. All right, that was fun. Thank you very much. Now, as you can see, we have been working with some exaggerating words, and that's actually the vocabulary we're going to work with. The vocabulary and pronunciation exercise that we have now is about strong adjectives. So words, different words that you're going to use to exaggerate or to increase the meaning of a neutral word. All right? How do we do this? Well, very simple. I want you to consider this example. I had to paddle against the current. I was exhausted. The word exhausted means that you are very tired. So instead of saying very tired, you say exhausted. I had a fantastic time. The word fantastic is used to express very good time. Instead of saying very good, you say fantastic. You see? With strong adjectives, you can use the word absolutely or really, but you can't use the word very. All right? That's important in English. You don't use the word very with this adjective. I've been suffering from the heat. It's absolutely boiling. You don't use the word very with boiling. All right? Now that you know this little rule, that's the only thing we need to know for this. We're going to complete these sentences with normal adjectives. All right? I'm going to let you work on this activity on your own, and then we are going to check. As you can see, you have the strong adjectives here for you. All you have to do is to determine the normal adjective, like this. He was furious. So the word furious means that he was very angry. So the neutral word, the answer would be angry. What is the normal version of tiny? What's the normal version of terrified? That's for you to determine. All right, please, let's start working. We're gonna check when the timer reaches 0.
Mister,
Yes, Luis.
already uploaded the video again.
Oh, that's very good. Thank you. We're gonna check the miss and flip grids in a moment.
Okay, mister. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Teacher,
Yes.
I have a one question. Point the word um delicious.
Yes.
Sentence E. 4.E. A, pardon. 4.8. The word's correct. The correct word is tasty.
What? What are you talking about? 4.8.
Delicious.
Here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, okay. 4.8.
The correct word, maybe tasty.
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 Is that the word you know it is, or are you asking me?
Asking you.
Oh, you're asking me.
Uh-huh.
Makes sense. It's a good
I'm
adjective.
joking. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Guys, let's check the answers for this activity. If you haven't delivered the activity, please make sure you make the corresponding correction. All right? As you can see, for number 2, we have the word tiny. So the corresponding normal adjective would simply be small, not little, because remember that little in English could also be a quantitative word, right? For uncountable objects, little water, poca agua. Okay, so the word small is more accurate for sizes. Next, we have the word terrified. Yes, terrified, the normal adjective is afraid. Now, the one that you were asking me, I can accept it, all right? I can accept it if you put it, but according to the book, the textbook, the word is nice. But there are many other possibilities for this because the food can be nice, the food can be good, right? And the food can also be tasty, right? So once again, I tell you, I can accept that. But the book, as you see, is suggesting the word nice. Why? Because it's nice. Right? What else do we have? The word starving. Starving is, well, we don't have this word in Spanish, but we can interpret this as an expression like me muero de hambre, I'm starving, right? So the normal word would be hungry. Is your parents' house? So we have the word big because for enormous, we're talking about size again. So obviously the opposite of small is big, so tiny, and enormous. These are two opposing words. In number 7, you have the word freezing. So freezing comes from the normal adjective cold. All right, freezing, se congela. Okay. Number 8, you have the word dirty. So dirty is sucio. It was filthy. Filthy would be like mugroso, right? You have dirty and filthy. The word filthy is like super dirty, very dirty. Number 9, are your parents happy? And the word delighted means that they are very happy. So we have this word. Hilarious is the exaggeration for the word funny. The word positive is the exaggeration for the word sure. And the word amazed is the exaggeration for surprised. Right? I am going to share with you the audio track with the pronunciation of these words. Pay attention, please.
1.53. 1.
Was Lisa's father angry about the car?
Yes, he was furious. 2. Is Oliver's flat small?
Yes, it's really tiny. Just a bedroom and a sitting room.
3.
Are you afraid of flying?
Yes, I'm terrified. I never fly anywhere.
4.
Was the food nice?
Yes, it was delicious.
5.
Are you very hungry?
I'm starving. I haven't eaten all day.
6.
Is your parents' house big?
It's enormous. It has 7 bedrooms.
7.
Was it cold in Moscow?
It was freezing, minus 20 degrees.
8.
Was Jack's kitchen dirty?
It was filthy. It took us 3 hours to clean it.
9.
Are your parents happy about the wedding?
They're delighted. In fact, they want to pay for everything.
10.
Was the film funny?
It was hilarious. We laughed the whole way through.
11.
Are you sure you locked the door?
I'm positive. I remember turning the key.
12.
Were you surprised to hear that Ted is getting married?
I was absolutely amazed. I never thought it would happen.
All right, very good. This is the answer for the activity about the adjectives. All right, keep in mind this, and this vocabulary will certainly appear in the exam at some point in the future. All right. Where are we now? Oh, we finished already. Very good. We're going back to the Flipgrid activity because I still have some people missing their feedback. All right. Apparently, I'm just missing Scarlett and Luis once again. All right. I am going to listen to their participation. And for the final part of the session, we are going to keep on working on Flipgrid. Not on Flipgrid, sorry, on Alticia. All right. Let me check this.
Hi, my name is Scarlett. Number 1, if it's something that should happen also on important dates. Number 2, it depends. I think I should a specific age to be able to love it. Number 3, I consider the contribution of the most necessary things that is needed at home. Number 4, it depends on the decision of each show, but I consider the children should be supervised via adult. Number 5, um, yes, it is obligation to take care of your parents.
Okay, Scarlett, thank you very much for your response. Now that I notice, Scarlett, I don't have your activities from the other classes. I don't have a grade for that. Oh, you have it here. I believe that you have been posting things later. Let me see the other one. Yeah, same thing. Scarlett, ¿usted tiene algún problema con la carga de los videos? Porque todos los videos que usted me ha subido han estado después del tiempo y no los he visto.
No, pero ese día sí te había comentado que lo iba a subir un poco tarde, pero no me acuerdo por qué era. Pero no, no tenía problema.
Okay, thank you, Scarlett. Finally, Mr. Luis.
Hello, my name is Luis Antonio Caballín. Question one, yes, because the children as a family. Question two, yes, because it is always to be looking hugs. Question three, maybe bags, drinks, knock. Question four, yes, the social network is for everyone. Question five, I am not attached to my family. Eh, I don't know what Excel else to say.
Okay, Mr. Luis, I didn't understand. The fact that you're reading is not really helping you. Okay, I would imagine that if you were reading, you could have a clear message, but not even. I'm having trouble understanding your message, and with that, I cannot put you a score on speaking because you're not really speaking. I hope this makes sense.
Okay, mister.
Okay. I'm even having doubts if you understood what I just said. All right. All right, guys. So you have around 20 minutes to keep on working on Alticia. Yesterday, I believe some student had some issues on this platform. So I am going to check again your progress. Let me see what we find here. All right, Denise is not here. Manos is not here. Luis. Luis, hay que subir a 50. Eric is not here. Marcela. Marcela was here. Marcela, 17. Ya debe estar en 50 esto.
Sí, teacher, ahorita.
Okay. Mister, se cortó el internet. Okay. Letty. I think Letty finished already. Oh, yeah. Letty is over 50. Good job, Letty. Jocelyn, Javier, Claudia, Pablo. Pablo, 34. You need 50. Luis Nieto. Oh, Luis Nieto is very advanced. Scarlett. Let me see. Scarlett, 26. Va por medio camino, Scarlett. Wilson. Wilson, very good. Hillary. Hillary, 34. You did 50. Melissa. Melissa, 51. Excellent. Milena. Milena, 49. One more. Maybe one more activity only. Sebastián Zúñiga. Let's see. 0, Sebastián.
I'm not unbelievable. Habilitado. How do you say
Ajá.
habilitado?
You don't have access. Can you
Uh-huh.
try now? Can you try now? Because we need this.
No. In this moment, no.
But I don't understand. Why not? What's the problem?
Not. I don't write the Mr. Do you remember?
Mr. Alfonso, I remember I told you, and then you were in the list. So Mr. Alfonso helped you. Try again, Mr. Sebastian. You need to do this. This is 20% of your grade.
Okay, mister. Understand.
All right. Now let's see. Marcela. Marcela, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, I need you to start working on Alticia, Marcela.
Sí, en eso estoy, es que estoy buscando como la contraseña de del muro.
Okay.
Mister,
Yes, Luis.
right now I work Alticia.
Yes, you have to work on Alticia.
Okay, mister.
All right, guys, I guess we are already on time. That would be it. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you next week. Don't forget, you need to finish the activities that we have worked in Moodle, and you also need to get to 50% in Alticia. Okay? That's very important. All right. Have a great night. See you, everybody.
Bye, teacher.
Thank you,
Bye,
mister.
teacher. Hasta
Thank you so
luego.
much. See you the
Bye.
next week.